Hey taxpayers, it's Tiffany Gonzalez, CPA here, founder and CEO of Accounting to Scale. Today in this video, I want to talk to you about the Child and Dependent Care Credit. This is a tax credit that is available to you for the monies in which you pay to take care of your child or your dependent. This credit used to be worth a total of $600 max per child. However, it has now increased up to $4,000 under the new tax law changes. In this video, I'll be talking about what the tax credit is, who's eligible to claim it, what information you need, and how to claim it. So if you paid for child care or dependent care related expenses, tune in because this video is for you. The Child and Dependent Care Credit is the government's way of helping offset the costs related to childcare. The credit is calculated based on a percentage of how much you spend, but the government also wants to ensure that you make less than a certain amount of income in order to qualify for this credit. For 2021, the American Rescue Plan made this credit so much more lucrative. When it used to only be a maximum of $600 per child or dependent, now you can receive up to $4,000 of a tax credit, again, depending on how much you make and how much you spent on childcare. More taxpayers will be eligible for this credit than have ever been eligible before. And more taxpayers will receive more money on this credit than they have ever received before. Okay, so who qualifies to claim this credit? First of all, you have to be a working person. In other words, you cannot be a stay-at-home parent. If you are filing jointly with your spouse, you must both be in the workforce. Also, if you have a spouse, you must file jointly together. A filing status of married filing separately does not qualify you for this tax credit. Next, the dependent must be under 13 years old. If the dependent is 13 years or older, in order to be able to get this credit, they would need to be mentally or physically incapacitated. So what counts as a qualifying expense? Daycare expenses, before and after care programs, day camps, babysitters, and nannies. Private school tuition does not count. And it's important to note that if you are claiming the expenses of a babysitter or a nanny, that if you are paying them under the table, you're not able to get this credit. The information that you must input when claiming any one of these as the expense is the name of the institution or person, the address, and the social security number or EIN number of the institution. If a family makes less than $125,000, they qualify for the full credit. And if a family makes more than $438,000, they don't qualify for any of this credit. If a family makes between the $125,000 and the $438,000, they qualify for a portion of this credit, and how much they make depends how much of a portion they qualify. So how do you claim the credit? You tell your amazing CPA who's preparing your tax return the information in which you paid for your child. So that's going to be the name of the daycare or babysitter, the address of the daycare or a babysitter, and the EIN of the daycare or the social security number of the babysitter, as well as the total amount paid. If you need help filing this lucrative tax credit on your 2021 tax return or have questions about whether you qualify, give us a call at 305-503-2814. We'd love to help you. If you have a recommendation of a tax term or a topic you'd like us to discuss, please let us know in the comments below. I love your suggestions. Hit the like button, subscribe to our YouTube channel, follow us on LinkedIn, Instagram, and Facebook at Accounting to Scale. Until the next video, your favorite CPA, Tiffany Gonzalez.